The distress call echoed across the galactic relay network like a scream in the void. Coordinates. A simple message: under attack. Civilian casualties. We beg aid. Coordinates attached. Please. Dozens of species received it. Only one answered. From the farthest edge of the Orion Spur, through the silent corridors of human command, the signal reached Admiral Lyra Cade of the Terran Union Fleet. She stood aboard the TNS Vindicator, the spearhead of Earth's infamous Deathworlder Armada, known to the wider galaxy as the fleet you called only when there were no options left. And someone had dared call them. Cade's eyes narrowed as the transmission repeated on the bridge speakers. She turned to her comms officer. Open a fleet-wide channel. Alert all Deathworld-class battlegroups. I want full armament and jump-capable readiness within 6 minutes. Aye, Admiral. She knew what others in the galaxy whispered, that humans were violent, unpredictable, and dangerously efficient. That Earth itself was a death world, a planet so hostile it bred apex predators just to keep its own population in check. The kind of place that forced evolution to weaponize intelligence, endurance, and aggression. The kind of world that trained its children to survive extinction-level threats as a rite of passage. Now that instinct was focused outward. The Talvaran Confederacy, an alliance of peaceful herbivorous species, had once believed they were safe behind treaties and defense pacts. They'd outlawed war on their planets millennia ago. When pirates came, merciless, genetically enhanced raiders, they didn't have warriors. Just diplomats and unarmed cruisers. The raiders showed no mercy. The Talvaran tried calling the Galactic Council. No response. Then, in desperation, they sent the SOS, never expecting Deathworlders to answer. 79 ships emerged from the folds of hyperspace like a thunderstorm ripping through calm skies. Sleek black hulls, ion drives burning blue, weapons arrays glowing with charging plasma. The Deathworlder Armada had arrived. Orbiting Talvara Prime, Admiral Cade surveyed the devastation. Burning cities, shattered spaceports, and a swarm of enemy vessels still descending toward the planet like vultures. Target scans, she barked. Let me know who dies first. The fleet AI, nicknamed Heimdall, responded instantly. Identified, Korgothi Pirate Fleet. 42 active warships. Estimated casualties among Talvaran population, 62%. Countdown to planetary collapse, 12 hours. Unacceptable, Cade growled. Engage all forward cannons. Prioritize ships targeting civilian zones. Bring the rain. The fleet moved like a living beast. Human war doctrine was brutal, calculated, and fast. They didn't announce themselves. They didn't give warnings. They struck with the precision of a scalpel and the rage of a nuclear storm. Within 2 minutes, 11 Korgothi ships had been vaporized. The pirates scrambled to respond, their own weapons firing wildly. But humans didn't play fair. One by one, Earth's destroyers flanked and isolated enemy ships, using electronic warfare to blind them, using torpedoes to crack hulls open like eggs. The Deathworlders were outnumbered. They didn't care. Down below, in the ruins of the Talvaran capital, Minister Veltaka stared up at the sky through the broken dome of the council hall. Where once he had despaired, now he saw salvation descending from the stars in the form of orbital dropships, black, armored, roaring. Human soldiers. The Terran Shock Division, each clad in heavy exo-armor, descended into the chaos like steel angels with railguns. They moved with terrifying coordination, securing wounded civilians, dismantling pirate command posts, and executing resistance with surgical precision. Veltaka had heard stories about humans. That they were uncivilized. That they solved problems with violence. That their soldiers were raised in jungles and cities with more crime than some planets had weapons. He now knew those stories were lies. The truth was worse. Humans were not monsters. They were apex protectors. And now they were his only hope. By the 14th minute of engagement, only 4 Korgothi ships remained. Admiral Cade opened a direct channel. Korgothi command vessel, this is Admiral Lyra Cade of the Terran Union. Surrender your ships or be reduced to atoms. You have 10 seconds. Static. Then laughter. You're Deathworlders. The pirate captain sneered. You think we fear you? Cade nodded to her weapons officer. No, but you will. A final barrage from the Vindicator's spinal cannon split the enemy command ship in half. The remaining Korgothi vessels powered down within seconds. The rest of the galaxy might have demanded trials, councils, and debate. Humans demanded silence and got it. Later, as the fires were extinguished and relief efforts began, Minister Veltaka stood beside Admiral Cade. His furred hands trembled as he tried to express what words could not. You came, he whispered. No one else did, but you came. Cade simply looked out at the horizon. We're Deathworlders. We don't run from chaos. We walk into it. But why? We're not your allies. Cade's voice was low, but it echoed with the weight of her kind. Because we know what it's like to scream into the dark and have no one answer. That's why we became the ones who do. From that day forward, every species in the galaxy knew when the void answers with silence, when peace has failed, when war burns your cities. You send one signal. And if you're lucky, the Deathworlders will come.